G'day. It's Nick here and welcome to Wicked Wildlife. Now, today's video is going to be a little bit different, but hopefully you enjoy it nonetheless. You see, over the last couple of months, most of us around the world have had some pretty trying times. Whether you've been sick or out of work, or you've not been able to visit your friends and family and loved ones or do the things you enjoy, it's been a strange time. But recently I came across a story which really put all these problems in perspective, and that's the story of a little girl named Bobbi. Now, Bobbi is a 3-year-old girl up in Sydney and she has terminal brain cancer. I saw a video that her older sister put together and it absolutely tore my heart out. And I thought, how can we take our animals to see Bobbi? How can we cheer her up? And it just can't happen. With the situations today, we can't get to another state. So I put some feelers out amongst the zookeeper community and the response was amazing. Sydney Zoo, keepers up there opened up the zoo for Bobbi just for her for the day to give her first ever zoo trip. And zookeepers all around the rest of the world sent me all these beautiful little clips of their favorite animals. So what I want to do today is show you and Bobbi, of course, some messages from zookeepers all the way around the world, and stick around to the end and we'll talk a little bit about how you can find out more about this story and an idea that I've got that I'd love you all to become involved with. Hello Bobbi, my name's Nick and this is Boo. She's our common wombat. And I spoke to your big sister who said that you love animals, but you love them so much you can't pick a favourite. So what I've done is I've rounded up zookeepers from all around the world to show you their favourite animals and tell you how cool the animals that they work with are. Now my favourite animal is of course Boo, our wombat. And that's because Boo here thinks that I'm her mum. I hand raised her on a bottle when she was a little baby, and I especially like wombats because they dig big burrows. They live in holes in the ground, which they dig with their big claws, and those burrows are important for all kinds of other animals. So wombats are pretty special, but we've got lots of other zookeepers who want to show you their very special animals too.
Hi Bobbi, I'm Rihanna and this is Kevin and we're from Australia. Kevin is 6 years old and he's 9 kilos. He's a big boy. Did you know that koalas are marsupials just like Boo? That means that when they're born, they're the size of a jelly bean and they come out of mum's bottom and they are blind, they have no eyesight. They climb into mum's pouch and stay there for 5 months. They drink mum's milk and then when they're ready to come out and explore the world, they drink pap. Now I don't think you know what pap is, but it's mum's poo. Mum liquefies her poo and makes a poo smoothie for baby. And baby drinks it all up so that it can eat all the leaves. Eucalyptus, what they eat, is toxic. So to eat all the leaves, baby has to eat pap. Now that Kevin's all grown up, he eats 1,000 leaves every day and is very picky. I hope you are feeling a lot better. Lots of love from Kevin and Rihanna.
Hello Bobbi, I'm Dingo all the way from South Africa. And I wanted to show you one of my favourite animals over here. This year, he's stripy and he's an emerald tree boa. Now, emerald tree boas, they're excellent climbers and they live up in the forest all the way in the Amazon jungle. Isn't he beautiful? Look at his yellow, and you see those little lines all around his face over there? Those are heat pits. So he can pick up warm-blooded prey like bats and rats and birds and stuff like that. Isn't he beautiful? The emerald tree boa. He just gave me a kiss right on my nose. I hope you keep well, Bobbi. Dingo out.
Hi Bobbi, my name is Donna and this is the lovely Jaylee, and we are sending a massive hello all the way from Cornwall in England. Now I'm here to tell you about my favourite animal, which is the red panda. Now can you see, Bobbi, that these guys are absolutely covered in fur from their tip of their ears to the tip of their tail, and the only bit that isn't covered in fur is their cute little nose, and that is to keep them really warm because these guys live up high in the mountains in the fall and it can get quite cold. To keep them extra warm, they wrap their tails around them like a scarf as well, just like we do in the winter. How cool is that? Now today I'm feeding Jaylee some of her favourite grapes, But out in the wild, these guys would eat bamboo for about 15 hours a day, all day eating. I think we'd get pretty bad bellyache if we ate for all day, wouldn't we, Bobbi? Now, that's it from myself and Jaylee. So I hope you've enjoyed learning about my favourite animal. We're sending you loads of hugs and love and a big slobbery kiss from Jaylee. There we go. Bye, Bobbi.
At the Maritime Aquarium. So my favorite animal is Savannah Monitor. Her name's Savannah, to make it easy. So she is an insectivore. She would be found in the savannas in Africa. So she's actually pretty cool because she came to us as a rescue. So she wasn't very friendly with people, didn't really like people, but now as you can see, she doesn't really care being handled. We're also working on voluntary blood draws, and she's good at being touched. We also go on walks, so you can see her cute little purple harness, which is my favorite color. That's why she has it. And so we actually go on walks pretty often to keep her and moving her exercise. So she's one of my favorites, but I also like birds and mammals and all kinds of other stuff. So you'll see that I have another video with one of our favorite birds as well, because I couldn't pick between the two.
Hi Bobbi, my name's Kelsey and I am here in San Diego, California with my very good friend Walter. Now Walter here is a turkey vulture and he's probably one of my favorite animals as he makes his way around here. Now he's one of my favorite animals because turkey vultures are a really important part of the ecosystem. So they're responsible for basically eating all the dead, decaying stuff that lives out in nature. And I really like Walter because as you can see, he is very smart and he likes to play with toys, much like I do. So I hope that you enjoyed getting to know Walter as much as I love him. He is a pretty cool guy.
Hey Bobbi, my name is Taylor and I work at a small zoo outside of Austin, Texas in the United States. And these are our vervet monkeys. Today they get a very special treat and it is cheddar cheese Pringles. It is a very rare treat for our vervet monkeys. These monkeys are mostly herbivorous, which means that they eat plants. And today they get a special treat because it's the springtime and it's 95 degrees here in Texas. That's really hot. But they are super sweet and they're definitely one of my favorite animals that we have here. And we do have a new baby. She's sitting right up there. There's a mama.
Hi Bobbi, my name is Coral. I'm from the Jerusalem Zoo in Israel. These are my favorite animals. These are called the golden-handed tamarins or the Midas tamarin. We have a family of 9. Now they're waiting for their food, for their lunch. This is our mother. She's a bit scared. They come from South America. They live in families. This is our big mom that is eating the egg right now. And this is the little sister. And this is the big brother. And we have the father somewhere over there. Most of the time someone is having a lookout while the others are eating. You can see the babies are eating right now. So these are my favorite animal. And I hope you like it.
Hi Bobbi, my name's Eva and I live in Thailand and I work with elephants and these are obviously my favourite animal. So what we have here is our latest little baby, Gal Sari, and this is her mum Soy Sari. And Soy is my most favourite elephant because I was there at her birth and 6 days ago she gave birth to this little gorgeous one. Elephants are amazing because they're super intelligent and they're very big and powerful and strong. But they're so smart that we can make fantastic relationships with them and be together with them, and they're really, really responsive to humans and to being with them, and they've helped build Thailand into what it is today. People have been living and working with elephants for thousands of years. So it's a really amazing thing. So it's really exciting to be part of this breeding program because elephants are endangered, and if we don't have little babies like this, we won't have them in the future. So I'm really happy to be able to bring you
this video, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you enjoy all the videos that we send you. Lots of love to you.
Hey there Bobby, my name's Jack and I am a zookeeper from Wales in the UK. I'm here with my favourite animal, which is the black rhino, and we have 4 black rhinos here, and we've just had a calf. So he was born on the 16th of January, so he's now about 4 months old, and his name is Glyn, and you can see him behind me just there with Mum, and Mum is called Dakima, and she's a first time mum. This was her first calf and she's doing really well. She's being a really good mum. They're exploring the big paddock here this morning and she's having a good graze on the grass there. And these black rhinos mainly eat trees, so big part of my job is to collect trees for them. So she has already had lots of trees this morning and now she's just having a little nibble on the grass. These rhinos are big softies, so they may look big and terrifying, but in actual fact these rhinos love to have a good scratch and a good rollover like a dog. I hope you get better soon, and all my best wishes from me and the rhinos.
Hi Bobby, my name's Dana from the Kangaroo Island Wildlife Park. These little guys that are behind me here are what's known as a little penguin. They are one of my favourite animals. They are such cheeky little things. They are only quite small. They're found locally here on Kangaroo Island, as well as right across the south coast of Australia. So they are one of the smallest species of penguins. They do get quite noisy, and they are very excited because it is nearly their dinner time.
Hi Bobby, my name's Peter and I'm from Explorers Aquarium here in Northern Ireland. Now, zookeepers around the world have heard you love animals and you can't choose a favourite. So today I'm going to show you one of our favourites here at the aquarium, and that's our seals. And we actually have a seal sanctuary here, and in the UK we get 2 types of seals. At the moment they're playing with each other, but hopefully we can get their attention. We get 2 types, like I said. We have our grey seal, that is Moana, and right here is Blue, and he is a harbour or a common seal. Now these are both seal pups, and they were actually orphaned last year from their mothers, and so they're less than a year old. And we've rehabilitated them, and we're actually lucky that they'll go back out to the wild in the next couple of weeks. Grey seals are 2 native species here. They're excellent divers, they're marine mammals, so like whales and dolphins they have a layer of blubber that keeps them warm in the water, but quite often we see our seals out on the land, basking out on a sunny day like this, get nice and warm and dry and enjoy the sun. So that's it from me. I hope you enjoy our seals, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the videos posted by us all around the world.
Hi Bobby, my name is Fallon and we're in Canada right now, but the moth I'd like you to meet comes all the way from Southeast Asia. Now this here is the Atlas moth, and this is an Atlas moth caterpillar. You can see he's pretty big and blue and spiky. Those spikes are actually a trick. They're not spiky at all, but it makes birds and other animals want to leave him alone and not eat him. Now he's going to get about twice as big as he is right now once he eats a whole bunch of leaves. And after he's full, he's going to spin himself a nice little cocoon out of silk, almost like a little sleeping bag. And he's going to wait in there until he's ready to turn into one of these. Now these guys are pretty cool, but what makes them my favorite is that the Atlas moth is one of the largest moths in the whole world. They can have a wingspan of up to 11 inches across. Another fun fact about these guys is they're nocturnal. So unlike most of the butterflies you see around, they sleep all day long and they only come out and fly around at night. So they are a very special insect. I hope you like them as much as I do. We're sending you lots of love from Canada.
I'm Tiffany. I'm Beth. And I'm Marina. And these are our favourite animals. So Beth has...
I have a diamond python. Her name is Topaz. She's my favourite because she loves to climb just like this, and she's really, really pretty as well. She's got diamonds all along her back. She's very yellow too.
This is Faith, and she is my favourite animal. She's a koala. And the reason why she's my favourite is because she sleeps for about 20 hours in the day and only wakes up for some really tasty snacks. I've got some of her snacks right here for her.
And my favourite is the Tasmanian devil. She's actually behind us. So this is one of our lovely ladies. And there's another one coming up as well. And I love the Tasmanian devils because of the really cool noises that they make. They make a really horrible screeching noise when they come together to eat. But then at the same time, they also sleep in the same bed. So they will fight just like sisters and then have best friend times just like sisters as well. So that's why I love them so much.
Hi Bobbi, my name is Eric and I work at a zoo here in Illinois in the United States. And my favorite animals are the red wolves. They're native only to the United States and they're very endangered. There's only about 250 left. Most of those live in zoos, so there's very, very few that live in the wild anymore. Red wolves eat small prey like rabbits and things like that. They don't eat deer. They don't live in big packs like the timber wolves do. I just thought you'd like to see the red wolves, some of my favorite animals.
Hi Bobbi, I'm Jade and I work here at the San Diego Zoo in California. And it's really hard to pick your favorite animal because they're all really amazing. But today I'm going to show you my two favorites, or two of my favorites I should say. So first I'm going to show you the Hamadryas baboon. So these guys are from Northwest Africa and they're just really awesome. They're super social. There's always something going on. Look, the males have all this big hair around their heads and their shoulders to protect them in all their fights that they get in. And yeah, they're just really, really cool. And who doesn't love a big red butt, right? And that big red butt, that helps them keep track of each other in the wild at a glance. So these guys are definitely one of my favorites. And I'm sure they will be one of yours too. Another one of my favorite animals are the gelada monkeys. And these guys are from the Ethiopian highlands. And one of my favorite things about them is just how gorgeous they are. They've got all of that big flowing hair. They've got this really pretty red patch on their chest here. And one thing that they do that I absolutely love is they have a greeting that they do to each other where they'll flip their top lip over their nose. And that's kind of them saying hi. So sometimes we can get them to do it up. Let's see if we can get them to do it now. You say hi. Hi. Yeah, I got a little one. Hi. No, nobody wants to say hi. Nobody wants to say hi. No, apparently. We tried.
So there you go, Bobbi. I hope you've enjoyed these videos. And I hope you know that zookeepers all the way around the world are sending you hugs and smiles and they're following your story every step of the way. But for everybody else, if you want to know more about Bobbi's story, please check out her Facebook page. It's Be Brave for Bobbi. But I did say at the beginning, I do have another idea. And this is something that has been set off in my head after seeing the amazing response from the zookeeping community about this. And that is, I would like to set up a second YouTube channel. And this is not for us. You won't see me much on it at all. It's called Critter Clips. And it's where anybody working with interesting animals, so anything that's not domesticated, can put together 1 to 2 minute clips that are aimed at children, whether they're in hospitals or homes or whatever. But we want videos that kids all the way around the world can watch and put a smile on their face. So if you'd like to know more about that, the way it's going to work is we're putting together a Facebook group called Critter Clips. And if you post your videos on there, I will take the videos off that and upload them to this YouTube channel where kids can watch them at their leisure and hopefully brings as many smiles around the world as we can, because animals just have this wonderful ability to make people happy. So to leave things off, guys, like I said, check out those pages, Be Brave for Bobbi and Critter Clips. But the biggest thing that I've taken away from this is just appreciate how lucky each and every one of us are. If you're out there watching this video, you're lucky. Go home, give your kids, your pets, your loved ones an extra big hug, because we don't all get to do this for as long as we'd like. But I'd like to say thank you all for watching. Bobbi, we're all with you along the way, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Have a good one and take care.
The silence is quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe. And I know you feel like dying, but I promise we would take the world to its feet. Move mountains, bring it to its feet. Move